So I've been playing Apex for almost a year now, with about 1500 hours, and I've noticed a few things. One is the obsession with getting an heirloom. Some people actually tell others to buy 100 packs at a discounted rate because it's the fastest and cheapest way to it, other than buying in an event. The culture surrounding Apex is actually very interesting to me. I've tried to take it all in and become a part of it, and now I want to make some comments on this whole loot box thing, because from what I can see, it's very unhealthy. And I hope this video can be used in the future, so every time you think you want to buy Apex packs, watch this video and remind yourself why you actually shouldn't. Now, I've also watched a bunch of other pack openings to see if there's any pattern or anything of note. Here are the points I've noticed. 1. It relies on the same principle as a lottery. Just like people say, wow, imagine if I get the right numbers. I'd have millions of dollars, wouldn't that be crazy? Then they end up spending thousands on tickets and never win. People in Apex say, wow, imagine if I get an heirloom. Or 2, what if I get a heap of golds? And then they spend hundreds on loot boxes, and they probably don't get what they want. This is what the companies are preying on. It's your mindset, believing in your own luck. But you're most likely going to be disappointed by a bunch of greys and blues. You're not that lucky? Stop it. And that leads me to point number 2. Even if you do get golds, they're usually pretty terrible. Like, some banner frames can be kind of good, but honestly, for all the beautiful artwork in Apex, a lot of this stuff is actually awful. I know art is personal preference, but a lot of it is just lazy and bad. Considering the money they make, they really should give artists more time and more money to make better stuff. And point number 3, the golds come every 10 packs or so, if you're lucky. So basically, you're paying $10 for an item you may not have wanted. At least if you just buy it, you know what you're getting. I mean, they even have gold holo sprays. Who wants those? They're junk. They're as bad as the weapon charms. And the weapon charms are just visual clutter. Now we're going to get stickers? Even more useless stuff? It's just not worth the money. It's almost like they're seeing how far they can push us with the terrible loot pool before people actually give up and stop buying these packs. Well, I think the time is now, because that's the 4th point. The game is just loaded with junk. It would take a lot of money to unlock everything. There are plenty of businesses that would take your money without concern. They don't care. Beware of this, and don't fall into that trap. And the 5th point is the crafting materials. To buy an epic item, you need 400 materials. If it's in an event, it's double that. If you get an epic materials through loot boxes, they only give you 200. You can't sell the items off, so you're either stuck with stuff you don't want, or you might get half the amount to buy what you do want. And once you unlock everything, you just get a heap of materials. When buying the events to get the heirlooms, people say to use your materials to reduce the overall cost. But how much did it cost you to get those materials? I'd say it's actually cheaper to just buy the packs. As a Quake player, I still find it absurd to pay $25 for a skin. In my day, most of the stuff was just free, made by the community. But then Quake didn't really have the money behind it, and you need money to survive as a business. So, also as a Quake player, I will say it's good to support the game you love. Even if EA and Respawn appear way too greedy with this stuff, I think dropping a few dollars on it here and there is healthy. They provide us with a lot of entertainment, it makes life that bit more fun. You're not required to spend any, so if you do have a few spare dollars and want to spice something up in the game a bit, then sure, why not? At least when you buy the skins, you get what you want. Relying on luck of the loot boxes is a bad idea, because it's just another form of gambling. But with this stuff, it's only good in the game. If this game shuts down, your account is going to be worth nothing. There's no resale value, so spend the money like you're going to see a movie or something. It's just some entertainment. Heirlooms will come every 500 packs, so just keep playing the game. You'll eventually get them, or wait for the events and treat yourself. Still way too expensive, $160 for just this. I was curious, so I bought the Loba heirloom, and look, it is kind of cool, but $160 cool? Glad I can use this as a tax deduction. Like, it's not improving the experience I have in game to the point it's worth that much money. And the other skins, well, okay I guess. Some of them are just, like I'm never going to use these. And again, it just seems like the artwork's kind of garbage. For the amount of money they're asking, I expect something way cooler. Like, this Wraith skin is actually very cool. If they put this much effort into all their skins, I would understand the asking price more. So yeah, buying the heirloom is going to be cheaper than buying the 100 pack thing. So if you really have to have the heirloom in the event, then sure, that's your treat, have fun. But don't go chasing it with the 100 pack thing. My main point in this video is just to stay away from loot boxes. And also don't spend too much money on the game. Like, if you actually have spare money, you could probably use that in better ways. However, if you have a lot of fun with this stuff, then sure, look, I'm not going to tell you how to have hobbies. They're up to you. There's a lot of bad stuff in the world. I don't want to take something good away from you. Anyway, back on topic. See all these pack openings? See all the colors coming up? See how rare the golds are, and even if the golds do come up, they're not that great? Yeah, that's basically what you're going to be seeing too. So ask yourself, do you really want the 100 packs? Is it really worth the $67 or so? Every time you get the urge to buy these packs, watch this video and remind yourself No, it isn't worth it. Like gambling and lotteries, you will mostly be disappointed by what you get. So I hope this saves you time and money. Apex is a great fun game, so go enjoy it, but enjoy it for the gameplay, not the terrible business practices, which I think encourage gambling mindsets, which isn't cool, especially for kids. Okay, sub, like, and share. Catch you in the next.